And I'm having it with
you're
a
having
nice
your
cup
shortbreads.
of...
Oh,
Yeah.
Jen's here. Keith's here. Hello, Keith, Richard, Rachel, Jeff, Joan, Clinton, Reno. Hello. I've got to follow up with Clinton about the
Ed and Barb in
t-shirt design.
Oakland.
Yes.
Hello. Have you got us in the background? No, you haven't.
No, I haven't got that yet.
Come on, Jer. What the hell?
I can't
oh
do
my God.
all the things. I barely did
No.
the first thing.
I know you can be.
forgot
We're on
what-
the air. That's the main
I
thing,
had a
everybody.
moment
We
where
made it. We made it. We're here.
Yeah, it's all
One more
it's all
day. We
happening.
did it. Hello, Carol. Thank God you're here. Rich to chooch. No, it's not Friday yet.
No, it's Wednesday. It's Humpday.
It's Cameleers. Come
Cameleers
on,
report
calling
for
all
Humpday.
Cameleers. You
Come
know
on,
who
give
you
me a
are.
break.
Oh, Rachel, you love shortbread too. I've tried to make it myself and it's been less than
Ah.
successful. You know, the thing about shortbread is you sort of have to undercook it, because if it gets it all brown, it's not good. He's down there doing his nose nonsense, so that's why you can't see Jake right
Just
now.
keep talking. You
Thank-
don't have to call attention to it. Just keep talking.
Of course I do. It's part of the comedy.
Yeah.
Jake has got a thing about his nose. He doesn't like me to touch it, so I try. I really want to, but
I've
because
done
I'm such a nice wife, I don't.
Well, you missed the
But
other
I
day.
could.
I did the in-nose wax
Oh,
nose hair.
no,
yank.
thank you. I don't want to see that nonsense.
Yeah, got,
I just prefer to think of you as my lovely, you know, not too hairy. Jake has the perfect amount of body hair, I have to say, for a husband. And I did tell him that.
for a husband,
I was
not
gonna-
for a pet monkey.
Yeah,
I don't have
he'd be
enough.
useless
I don't
as
have
a pet
enough.
monkey. But as a husband, he's got the right amount of body hair. And I was going to say something about it in our marriage vows, but I did not want the other guys who were sitting there at the wedding thinking, oh, you know, questioning the amount of body hair they had. And, oh no, do I have too much?
Oh, Betsy, hello from Knoxville. Yes, I don't
Knoxville,
have my,
Tennessee.
Yeah, I don't have my poster from the Pilot Light, which I did a show at the Pilot Light a few years ago. I'd like to get back to the Pilot Light. Do you have any sway there?
Jen has taken the rest of her savings after she got furloughed forever yesterday and bought some rubber chickens. Now my house is funny. On ya, Jen.
Yeah,
on
good.
ya. As we say in New Zealand, on ya.
Those rubber chickens are not. They don't always.
No,
They don't
Mike.
always get as many laughs as you want. No, Mike, what?
Jake does not have a nose fetish. He has a nose phobia. He doesn't want you to touch it. He likes to deal with it himself. I don't have a phobia. I
No.
would touch it. I'd stick my fingers up it.
I don't like to have my
I don't
nose
want to
touched.
wax it though. I don't want to look at the hairs in it. That's all his.
Yeah.
That's his silly business.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Well, I don't want you to look at the hairs in my nose.
Oh, Scott said he could have done without that mental picture. I don't know what mental picture he's thinking about. But anyway.
Well, so you've
Hello.
had a hello.
Had a-
You've had a beach walk.
Oh,
You've
my
had
God.
a big beach walk.
I've had a beach
Have
walk.
you?
I've surfed at Colony. I've gardened. I am
How was the
really
surfing at-
knackered.
How was the surfing at Colony? Give
Okay,
us
so
a
the
little
surfing at
report.
Colony, so here you go. So there's a whole group of, you know, I want to call them douchebags, but I won't. Whole group of guys over where it's breaking, and it's quite walled today. It's big, it's got some size, and so where the set waves come in, they can really kind of, it's called closing out, where they just wall up and they kind of crash down, so not so good to ride.
It comes over all in one.
All in one, so you can't get down the face of it and do your turns up and down as you go down the face. You can't
Or
do
if
your
you get,
carving
you
and
get your board caught up upside down and you
oh, then you eat
tea
it.
kettle comes over your spout.
Yeah, you go over the falls, it's called. It can
Yeah.
be painful. So anyway, so I'm a little further south with this other guy who knows that it's better to be there and we can actually, you know, be in a good spot. But there were 30 people in the water. Went past Topanga, 70 people in the water, even more at sunset. It's crowded because everybody, you know, because of the Varinus is not working, so they're all surfing. So there was some fun waves, but there was a lot of competition to get them. I have to say there was one ride that I got that if someone had filmed it, you know, for me or got a photo of me, I think I did a nice job.
You did a nice job on a wave. What size
Yeah.
wave, Jen is asking, are we talking?
Oh, these were pretty big. They weren't overhead, but they would have been at least the face of them would have been 6 feet. You know, they were pretty. There's a swell right now, so they were. You know, they were a good size. And Colony's a nice place because the waves are big, and you sort of get up on it, and you go like, oh my god. But as long as you pop up in time, you've got they're not too fast because if they you've got enough time to get onto the face of it and go down. So I'd say 6 foot face. But I'm really also bad at knowing the sizes because that would be bigger on the back, but I never know that.
Yeah, the back is always bigger than the front when you're talking about waves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mike wants to know how one becomes a super fan. I think you just have to come on a lot, Mike, and then keep interacting, and then the Facebook promotes you. That's not something that I do.
Yeah, we can't.
I don't promote you. You're all God's children in my eyes, although you did miss Bible study yesterday. But you're here.
If we could anoint you, if we could do the thing with the sword, like when the queen makes people dames and knights and everything, and we could say, and now thou art a super fan.
Thou outest art?
Thou art. I got a little confused with
Let me anoint you with this umbrella.
Yeah.
Thou art
Careful
a
of your...
super Cameleer.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard.
Oh, thanks. I already knew. Okay, lovely. Thank you, darling.
You were going to say you already knew that.
Where's my crown?
Oh,
Should I put the sombrero on?
You know what you get when you're a super Cameleer? 2 humps.
Oh God, yeah. I don't need any more humps than I've got.
All right, camels are a herd animal. Did you know that?
No, but it makes sense.
Well, so that's what's going to be tricky for us Cameleers. If you're thinking about getting a camel, it's better if you have more than one camel because they're a herd animal.
They like to be with all their other.
If you have a goat or a horse or some other kind of animal, like a sheep or a pony. A pony is a horse, I guess, or a dog. That could be the animal. But if you're thinking of being the other herd animal, then they're going to think. Then the camel is going to think that the camel is a human, and it's going to be hard to set boundaries.
Hey, when did you get that T-shirt in New Zealand?
I did. Yeah.
It's really cool, and I would like one.
It's a DJ sheep. Well,
it's a DJ
as soon
sheep.
as we're allowed to go back to New Zealand, I can hook you up with this. I remember showing it to you at the time I was getting it.
I should have got one.
And you weren't so crazy about it.
Oh, I know. And
But-
why didn't I? Because I
I don't know. Is it Sheep Day? No.
No, it's Cameleer. It's camels. Yeah, I changed the
You
animal
did want
subject.
to talk about sheep T-shirts for a minute. I wish I had a camel T-shirt, but that's coming. That's coming in the future.
Oh, yeah.
So if you separate a camel from it, if you don't get a young camel, if you separate it from its herd pals, they get quite depressed. Camels can get depressed.
Well, I don't blame them.
But when you're
I'm going through a little bit of that depression with the Varinus.
you're separated from your herd, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're also sort of similar to a camel in that I can't
Tell me how I'm similar to a camel. I hope this is really romantic and that you take the relation up a notch.
I hope
Let's
so.
see.
I hope so
Good luck,
too.
Jake. Good luck. Because if this goes wrong for you, you'll know. I'll be. You'll see. No, I'll probably be quite nice. Okay, hit me with it, baby. How am I like a camel?
Well, when I'm dealing with you, I can't get my ego involved because you can't force camels to do things. They have to. They have to be brought on board. They have to willingly comply.
Yeah, gently cajole them.
Yeah.
Tell them an idea. Let them have their feelings about it and tell you that it stinks, and then come around.
Well, also
That's like with you.
yes. Well, we're both a bit like camels, aren't we all? But
How was that one, Cameleers? How did I? Nice flipping, turning the tables.
don't play to the Cameleers, Jerry.
I'm always playing to the Cameleers.
Already.
Okay.
So you can't force camels to comply by trying to intimidate them because they're already afraid. Camels are very fearful, so they're already afraid. They're already afraid of you. So if you try and force them, that just reinforces the fear that they have of you. So when they're being
prey animals, what have they got
they
to
are
be
prey
afraid
animals,
of?
but they are prey animals.
Well, I suppose a tiger would come along and try to eat a camel. That'd be a nice big meal.
So the thing about the camel is when you try and force them, it makes them all fearful, and they're already fearful. And so that's the reason that they do their biting or their kicking or their spitting is because it's out of fear, as we've been over before on Humpday. Anyway, so you have to be humble and approach the camel with kindness and patience, and you want to kind of be sort of a camel to them. You be camelish towards them, and then that's how you're going to get
Be a camel
your response.
whisperer.
Yes, and now I'd like to read from you, and all this information come from lovely Tara and Russell from the Camel Connection podcast. So hats off to Tara and Russell, and check out the Camel Connection podcast.
Have you done? Have you pinged them in a tweet or something, or tagged them? And let
No,
them know
no, I
that
haven't. I'm not. This is just the beginning of my friendship with Tara and Russell.
Right, they don't even know that you guys are friends
Yes,
yet.
but please check out the Camel Connection podcast because this is literally all they talk about is how to train your camels and how to get along with your camels. Our job as Cameleers is not to take away the camel's fear. Camels will always have fear. Our job as Cameleers is to help manage the camel's fear so that they feel more at ease. And that's how I
That's how you treat me.
Yes, I try.
Yeah.
I
When
try and
I'm-
manage your fear because I know that you can be a bit afraid of me.
Yes. Well, there's a lot to be afraid of you.
Or as Tara
You
put it in this episode,
Sneak up on me in the,
when you're trying to help the camels manage their fear, it's how to calm the farm.
Oh, calm the farm.
Calm the farm.
Yeah,
So
calm the farm. Don't
they
say the
pronounce-
L, don't say the R.
They pronounce calm, calm,
Yeah,
and
calm the farm.
fam. So calm the farm. Right.
Except they're Australian, so I probably got it slightly wrong
No,
because I'm doing
that's
it with
pretty.
it. Yeah.
That's pretty
close. Yeah, we like nice long A's. There's something about the Southern Hemisphere. How do
They
do it
they don't want to pronounce all the
in
letters.
Africa? Afrikaans,
Africa.
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 Yes. Sharon Quinn, who was my friend in London. If you ever happen upon the show, could you please contact me on Facebook? I don't know why I just had to say that.
Who are you saying?
I had this friend in
Who
London.
do you want to call you on Facebook?
I had this friend called Sharon Quinn.
Sharon Quinn.
Yes.
Calling out to Sharon Quinn.
Yeah.
Sharon.
I think you got married
We're just
and you
taking a
changed your
brief
name.
time out from Camel Talk to reach out.
Because I have to say, so
What do you think the point of this show is?
I don't know, man.
What does Sharon have to do with camels?
I just thought of her because we talked about Africa. So she's from South Africa. South Africa.
South
And she was
Africa.
my pal in London years and years ago. And I just loved her. And she used to tell me this, the Afrikaans words for things. So a really bad pimple, everyone is called a chorb.
Chorb.
But
I've heard
love
chorb before.
Yeah, chorb. But I've tried to get in touch with. I've looked for Sharon, online. But maybe she got married and she changed her name, and maybe she doesn't love me as much as I still love her. But man, if I could get reunited.
How many years do you think it's been since you've seen Sharon?
Oh, a really long time.
30?
35. Yeah.
35.
Yeah. When did I live in London? Was
so
in the 80s.
how much, one might ask, do you love her if it's taken you 35 years to figure out how to interrupt your own show, which you've been doing with your husband for a couple of months, to see if you can get her to contact with
Well,
you?
I think about. She pops into my mind every now and then. I have looked for her
Would
on
you say-
Facebook over the years.
Once a month? Once a year?
No. Well, my friend Cassie Darville, she found me on Facebook. She's in Australia. She was my pal in London.
what is the what is
Yeah.
the problem with Sharon?
Yo.
Maybe she's had a bad accident.
Oh God, I hope not.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'd hate for something like that to happen to your dear friend Sharon.
yeah. Well, I haven't been in touch with her in years. But I just
Yeah.
remember our time together so fondly.
Can you
and
remember
what a
one of her
laugh she was.
sayings?
Well, I remember the chorb, and I just remember she had the funniest sense of humour. She had a cousin who was quite famous, who was in a play in the West End that we went to see. Carl, he was in a movie as well. Don't think his last name was Quinn. Anyway, sorry guys, I let's get back on track.
Jen says she'll find her. What's her name again?
it's Sharon Quinn, and it's QUI. I think double N, but it might be one N.
That's enough. She's from
Okay.
South Africa, Jen.
Yeah,
Go to
she's
work.
from South Africa. Thank you. I've got my detective.
This will all be
my
sorted
people
by
finder.
Thursday morning.
yeah. It's going to be a good Thursday.
So Ramon, when you're trying to calm a camel, no, you don't massage both humps. They like a little scratch on the cheek behind the ear. They like that. They like that.
Like a horse. Because
Yeah.
Keys, I think, before said that camels are like horses. And
Oh.
you really do. Hey, the thing's going green and then the red went off. Are we still on?
No, yeah, we're fine.
All right.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think
good.
we're
Just wanted to
fine.
make sure we hadn't lost you, Cameleers.
Oh my God. Panic.
You panic on the hammock. Except we're not in a hammock, we're in the office.
Yeah.
Panic on the office.
Oh, I suppose I might have to plug it in. Maybe it needs a bit of battery.
A bit of juice.
So I'm going to step around.
Okay. Jake's
just
going
to
to take
get
care
the-
of that
just to get
business.
the-
I'm flying solo. Can I do it? Can I? Yeah, I can hold the fort. Yeah. You haven't even got it plugged in.
Well, it's
Yes, Scott. Scott very sweetly asked if I was 7 when I was friends with Sharon in London. Yes, I was 7. We're 7. And yeah, that's how old I was.
or as they say in South Africa, 7.
7. But were we waitresses together? I was
Oh,
going to
come
tell a
on.
waitressing
Oh, come
story,
on.
but
That's
no
all
one
right.
wants to hear
Yeah,
it.
time out.
It is kind of good. We had to wear really tight jumpsuits and
How to calm the farm? How to calm the farm?
just let me know if you want to know about my tight jumpsuit wearing. And
Oh
we'll go back
God,
to-
don't we all? But I think that's a Friday story. The tight jumpsuit. Oh, the tight jump. Save your tight jumpsuit story for Friday.
Yep.
Mm.
All right.
How to calm the farm. You have to have patience before switching methods with camels. So if you're frustrated as the trainer and you switch methods because one thing's not working
Too quickly.
it just confuses the camel. So you have to be very patient with camels because they're a desert animal, and so they're on camel time, which is desert time, which is slowed down. They don't like to do things fast. But the good news is, if you make a mistake and you upset your camel or you piss him off, which they don't get pissed off, they only get so afraid that they react. The good news is everything's recoverable with a camel. Everything's recoverable with a camel.
Oh, great.
They're not vindictive. They're not vindictive. Camels are not vindictive. So all the mean things that they might be doing is just because they're afraid.
Just in the moment. They do the spitting, but they don't remember.
Yeah, according to Russ. All camels will come good with time. All camels will come good with time. Just
All
like
right.
you. You've come good with time. When I finally...
You've got me how you like me now? This is how you...
Well, I've still got a ways to go.
Oh yeah, the mutual training ground of the marriage, everybody. I'm still sort of ironing out a few kinks, but mostly it's pretty good.
So you don't have to.
I'm really liking you in that T-shirt.
You don't.
I know
have
you want me just to shut up so you can talk about camels. Okay, I will. I'll shut up.
No, tell me more about how you like me in this T-shirt.
Jake,
would you like me out of this T-shirt?
Not right now, thank you.
So quick to respond.
Yeah. So Jake is really, he likes it when he gets compliments, as do we all. But he'll do this thing where he'll then start, he'll want them on command. And my thing is like, no, I would like to give the compliment when the mood strikes me, when it's, when it's natural and the, compliments are just, but when you...
Jen said she found her.
No, really? Oh. Are you kidding, Jen, or are you she's a top fan?
She'll send an email. I think she definitely has my email, which is jake@jakethis.com. It's not hard to send me an email. Ramon says he had to track someone down for a VA thing, and he's done a lot of research. So yes, and she's still alive. Then is what Brad is asking.
And she lives in Missouri most of her life. What makes you think that's her? Well, the thing, Sharon Quinn could be a very... she'd be around that age probably. Is she living in Missouri, Jen?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is she 57? That's the question.
Yeah, I bet she is. Yeah, I bet she is. I mean, I'm only 42, but because I was 35 years ago and I was 7, so now I'm 42, and Oh, Jerry.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, come on. If you want some compliments...
The whole set's going to tip over.
Oh, yeah. That would be really funny if we went, arse over kite and had to...
Well, I can't wait for you to get in touch. We'll have a good story about your reunition.
Reunition?
Reunition?
Oh,
Is it reunition or reunition?
Well, it depends.
How do you pronounce it?
If you're in the Southern Hemisphere, you'd say reunition. Reunition.
Don't accept bad behavior or habits from camels. Don't accept bad behavior or habits.
Jake is just doggedly continuing with the camel.
It's effing Humpday, Jerry.
Oh, look! He dropped an F. It is Humpday.
She lives in Kansas City. Jen wants to know if she wants a picture of your...
No, I don't want a picture of her house.
Well, you can find this out later.
Belinda, does Jake cut your hair? God. Does it look like he does it with a Flowbee? I'll tell you what the secret to my hair today is. I've surfed and I've walked and I've sweated and I've gardened.
Has it got a bit of salt in it, or did you give it a wash?
No, I have not washed. I've not washed any of me yet.
Oh,
I just went straight in,
like the sea.
Yeah, do you want to smell me?
Ooh.
That was rude.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah. You're not getting any compliments later.
It's a bit mermaidy in here, if you know what I mean.
No, Jake doesn't cut my hair. A nice guy called Eddie does, and I got a shag for
I
Varinus.
have given you not a haircut, but I've given you. I did this color.
Jake did the color. Yeah, he did my color, which I was very happy with. Mr. Jake at his salon.
So if you're having troubles with the camel's behavior, what you need to ask yourself is, what are you doing to cause this behavior? And that's what I'd like you to think about the next time I'm not doing something that you like. Is what are you doing that might be causing me to be this way?
Oh my God! Yeah. How am I responsible for your jerky behavior?
Yes. Well, what could you change about what you're doing that might be helpful? I think that's important.
She has a 22-year-old daughter named Megan.
Jen could just be making this all up, but I'm very
she could
excited
be. That would be
for
kind
you.
of yeah. How about a close-up of their sleeping quarters? Uma, that's personal. Catherine, what made you think that Jake cuts my hair?
Well, I don't know. We're in quarantine together, and you're not supposed to, just until recently, you haven't been able to go to the barber. But you haven't had a haircut for the whole Varinus.
No, I got the shag, and I think it's, this is
you got the shag pre-Varinus.
Yeah, I decided to go shag. I'd had short hair for 5 years, and then I decided I'd grow it, and the best way to grow it is in a shag.
Who's that hairdo lady you follow on Instagram that's giving everyone shags?
Oh, she gives everyone a shag and everyone the same haircut, but her haircuts are really great. So her name is Jane with a Y in it, Jayne. And her salon is called Edo Salon, EDO. And she's kind of a goddess. Her posts on Instagram are just really lovely.
But she'll give you a nice power shag, or at least some power shag tips, Jen, so you can give yourself a power shag at home.
Yeah, power shag. God, her haircuts are bloody expensive. She was going to be moving from Oakland to Venice to give Venice ladies, Venice, California, a super expensive shag. I think I'd just prefer to take the photo to someone else and, get them to do the best version of it. But maybe Uma wants to cut my hair, but I say no.
Brad says we should call Sharon for a live reunion on the Friday show. Yeah, I'd love that.
Oh my God, that would be pretty wild.
We could put her on you could FaceTime her.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if it's really her, because she's from South Africa, but now she lives in Missouri. That's why I couldn't find her, because I kept on saying South Africa when I went on and looked.
Yeah.
I don't know if a cold call would be... Well, wouldn't it be funny if we cold called her and she didn't love me as much as I still love her?
Well,
that would be very embarrassing.
It's possible she might not even remember you. But New Zealand's a small country, so you really know everybody.
I'd be really gutted. If Sharon was like, who? Belinda, who? And she wasn't interested, it would be horrible. When Cassie Darvel and I got reunited on Facebook, that was that was really fun. And we met on a nude beach in Portugal.
Oh, well, that's a good story.
Yeah.
That's a good story.
Yeah. Right before I became friends with Sharon, or probably around the same time.
This is the same advice I'd give anyone who was entering into a conversation with you. And this is advice...
For a camel as well?
This is advice for training a camel, too. If you're trying to introduce a new behavior or combat some existing behavior, don't start if you don't have the time or patience to finish. Because it's going to be very frustrating to you if you have to quit, or if you get anxious because you don't have enough time to teach the camel what you're trying to teach it.
Okay, do you want to know what I think?
What?
A little bit patronizing.
Of course, that's the joke. Of course it's patronizing. I was only joking, but I do think, don't hurry love. You just have to wait. Love don't come easy.
Well, we've only been at it for 19 years.
It's a game of give and take.
Oh, Jerry, it's just sounding a little bit like a silly song.
It is a song.
I know! Of course, I know that.
Let's have your temperature.
Sometimes he thinks I'm an absolute moron, and the fact is I'm not.
No, you're not.
No.
You're not an absolute moron.
No.
99.6, you're a bit hot.
Yeah, well, I am.
Wow!
Right? Yeah. 97.5.
97.5. Oh, so I went to the dentist this morning to have my teeth cleaned.
Okay, I'm going to shag it up a bit.
And the dentist,
yep,
he took my blood pressure. I can't remember what it was, but he said, oh, that's very good. And then he took my pulse rate at 65, and he said, that's excellent. So I really felt positively reinforced by my...
Well, that's nice. Dr. Koo, we love our dentist.
He is sweet. Oh, my God.
Nice.
What the dentist wears now, when you come in and you say hello to him, he's got on...
a shield?
2 masks. He's double masks.
Yeah.
Double masked, and he's wearing safety goggles. And he's got the full body body bag thing on with gloves. And then when he's about to clean your teeth, he puts on a clear... like Lexan bucket thing that goes completely over his head. and it has a little hole in it so that he can have the headlight that he uses that goes through the bucket thing to clip onto the safety goggles to look into your mouth.
Oh, okay, that sounds pretty insane. I have
great.
to say that, our new normal guys, I don't know.
Yeah. So
how were your teeth? Uma wants to know, Jerry.
Oh, my teeth were great. My teeth were great. He did that thing where he pokes the probe in and goes 4 3 4 3 2 3.
Oh, yeah, for your
I don't like that for my recession.
Gum recession. Yeah, I hate that.
I'm also just like, look, he wanted to. I did let him take X-rays. It had been 2 years since my last X-rays, but I said, listen, I'm almost 60 years old. What can possibly go wrong? I'm mostly bone at this point.
A lot could go wrong.
Well, right, but it
hasn't.
You
want your teeth, I mean, you don't want to
Guess what the result of the X-ray was?
Perfect.
Nailed it.
Yeah. The only problem that Jake has is he's a bit of a plaque builder.
Yeah, I'm a Plark. That's how you said it. Hello, Cameleers. Sue, my sister Sue says she doesn't always have time to get in on Wednesdays, but she does like it. And she told me that she's been doing work conferences where she had a work conference on Wednesday, and she said hello to her workmates in India. She said hello, Cameleers, to them. And so then the next time she was on with them, she said, hello, Cavaliers. And all her emails that she gets from them now is hello, Cavaliers, because they didn't understand Cameleers.
They wanted to call her Cavalier. That's cute. So Uma, Catherine says you've got gorgeous teeth, Jake. And Uma, you're right. Yeah, the 432 thing is demoralizing. And Jen can't get a cleaning. Oh, no, your insurance ends because of that effing job of yours. Didn't you get 2 weeks severance? Ask for 2 weeks extra health insurance.
2 weeks extra health insurance.
Yeah,
and
go
go
get your teeth cleaned.
And get
your hip replaced.
Get your hips replaced.
Yeah, both of them, early, just to get a hip replacement. Don't. Just, but tell them you'd like to have your teeth cleaned. God. Oh, insurance, it's such a rip-off in this country.
These are snarky ways to begin a eulogy. Snarky ways to begin a...
Right.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Carl Reiner. Oh, my God. What a comedy legend. Passed away at 98. Not coronavirus related. But just what a legend. Makes me want to go back and watch the old Dick Van Dyke shows. But he started off on Sid Caesar's show of shows. He directed some of Steve Martin's early movies, The Jerk, and several others. Carl Reiner, awesome. Rest in peace, Carl Reiner.
Yeah.
So this is not how I would start his eulogy.
But before
or maybe I would.
Okay, do the snark and then I've got something to say.
Next time someone says, call a doctor, I won't assume it's a joke. All right. So who else was written out of the will? Did you
trim your moustache, but
snarky
not the
ways to
rest of
begin
your
the
beard?
eulogy. Yeah, I trimmed my mustache, but not the rest of my beard. I was thinking about taking the entire mustache
No,
out.
don't. I don't want a great
go-
big... No. I don't want one of those no-me beards, thank you.
Well, I was going to go mustache out and this middle part of the beard out here
Yuck. No,
to go complete Wolverine.
No, please, no.
Well-
Jake has done some facial hair stuff. He had this thing once, the chin strap. Do you guys remember when that was in? Just that bit of... horribly. Don't go Wolverine because that's not going to work for me.
Well,
you're not going to get compliments. You're not going to get what. It's not going to be good. Don't do it.
you love me,
Please.
but you've already kissed this. It's still soft because it's
Yes,
because
but
it's
don't
trimmed.
trim it down anymore. I don't like those weird shapes and designs that people do. Just have a beard. If you're gonna have a beard, have a beard. Be a real man.
Settle down on my personal appearance
I know.
because I'm in charge of
I know,
this.
but I'm the one who's looking at you. I look at you
I'm
more than
looking
you
at
look
you,
at you.
but did I get consulted on the power shag? No, I did not.
But you love it
Where's the marriage at
because
right now?
I've grown my
Where's the
hair
marriage
long
at right
again.
now?
I had short hair for 5 years, and now I've got slightly longish hair.
Yeah,
and you're
you had
liking
that
it.
butch prison cut where it was just about an eighth of an inch long all over her head.
That is bullshit.
Oh,
I did
God.
not. I never did. I did not go that short. I did not do a buzz cut.
Where would you say the marriage is at today?
Oh, it's pretty good. It's in the 8s.
In the 8s. Well,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
I purposefully asked you at a moment where I thought it might be down.
Oh, you wanted me to
Yeah.
say you're 6.5, nudging up to 7?
No, but you've given yourself an 8. You've given me an 8, really. I think it's me, not you.
No, it's definitely me. I'm rating how good I am in the marriage right now. If
Yeah,
you
well,
do
it's
that thing with your
it's
beard,
your feelings towards me.
you're going to be going down, down, down. So don't. Please, I'm begging you. Don't do a
All right.
Wolverine. It's just too yucky.
We'll see.
Oh God! Don't be a contrarian.
Tammy says keep the beard.
Yeah, the beard is good, but Tammy. Oh well, I can't ask other people because if you start chiming in and saying you'd like Jake to have a Wolverine,
Look, they've already helped reunite you with your childhood friend.
Yeah.
So, we're just about down to the end. 8s are always good, Rich. You're right. 8 in the marriage meter. I'll take an 8 any day.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
If I could wake up and guarantee myself an 8, I would take that. But those days when I ask you and you say it's high 9s, oh my God.
Yeah, you don't need a compliment after
That feels
I
good.
mean, it's already
good.
yeah, it's a red letter day.
feels
It's good. So one of the things I wanted to bring up because I just looked up and I saw Jesus, and we do the Bible thing on Tuesdays, and we don't show that you've got a live action Jesus doll.
Well, we'll bring that out on next Tuesday because today is Camel Day, not Jesus Day.
Ooh, stickler! All right.
But, yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Man, when you said one of the things I want to talk about, I was like, my God, are you going to talk about official family business during the daily briefing show? That would be...
No, we've had
terrible.
there's some real strife going on in the house. Fanula got so mad at me last night because I took some brown sugar that I couldn't reseal in the bag after she'd done some cooking because there was brown sugar everywhere and in the little grooves. And so I thought, well, I don't like to store things in plastic. I like to store them in glass. So I put it into a peanut butter jar. And did I get the right act? I mean, she's been mad ever since. I mean, she's so, she's having some feelings about being in lockdown. And I'm trying to take it, but every now and then I'm just like, really? Really? Yeah. I mean, could you just...
Clint, if you would do that shirt update you're talking about and send it to me, I'll change the logo to that for tomorrow.
What update?
He's gonna update the Jake on the shirt to have a Logan beard. Logan is the name.
Oh, and could you give me a bit more of a shag, please? If you
he already did that. This isn't the most up to date.
What is it?
No,
yeah,
but
I'm doing it. Or should I put a hat on? Could you pass me that lovely hat?
We're almost.
Just let me wear a hat for the last 2 seconds.
We're almost done. Okay.
Oh, a Jon Stewart beard.
Samson story. People are calling for. Do you want this one?
I'm going to wear the Gandalf hat.
The Ferrell hat.
Yeah,
all right.
It looks good with shag.
Well, we're wrapping it up.
Yep.
Would you like a question? Or you just want to go right to seize the day?
Oh, Jen, remind me. Jen's daughter is having some feelings as well. Did you see? I read out what I didn't. How old is your daughter, Jen?
Jen's daughter, I believe, is around the same age as our daughter, but I could be mistaken.
Yeah, it must be the moment for it because Rhonda's two girls are also having an absolute a double hissy fit today as well. Is there a Jake and Belinda bobblehead doll? Just one doll that's got a Jake and Belinda head on it?
It's got two heads that bobble
that
around.
Pretty funny.
They clack into each other, and then one of my teeth falls out, and then the dentist comes in and goes, "That's because you didn't get an X-ray."
And I go, "It's at a 9. It's at a 9. It's at a 9, Jerry."
Then you push the button in the back, and it says, "Calm the farm."
Calm the farm.
All right, today's
and our Cameleers, calling all Cameleers.
All right. Well, thank you so much for Happy Hump Day, Cameleers.
Yeah, you're great.
We're going to see you tomorrow. Going into 10th grade.
Yeah, Fanula too.
That's our daughter as well.
Yep.
Jen says her daughter's 14 going into 10th grade. Fanula's going to be 16 going in.
That music you can hear, Keys, that's our daughter playing the flute. It's a very pretty piece.
Because Belinda said to me before the show, will you please tell her she's got to play the flute and she's got to exercise, she's got to empty the damn dishwasher. I'm tired of her not emptying the dishwasher. And I did it. I didn't do it. I absorb the raw emotion that you give me.
Not cricket, Jerry. That is not cricket.
It's not cricket to do a little impression of you?
Yeah, not like that.
Oh, yes, of course.
Oh, come on.
Belinda said, would you please ask our daughter to practice the flute and empty the dishwasher and get some exercise? Because I'm afraid if I do it, I'm so calm and loving that she won't respond. So would you go in there and be a bit of a Wolverine to her?
See,
and I said,
yes.
Much
funnier. Much funnier. The first one, you were not funny. The second version, funny.
All right.
Okay, sorry that I did not do any swearing today, Jen, but I forgot to.
All right.
You know I love you.
We've got Motivational Monday for next week.
Jen had the same conversation with hers.
Yes, I know. We're not reading any more comments because we're trying to wrap up the show. So let me tell you something.
So
we got to think of something for our Thursdays, and maybe it's new animal facts, maybe it's I don't know, but because now we're going to have Motivational Monday, we're going to have Bible Tuesday, letter from Grandma on Tuesday, then Wednesday's Cameleers, Thursday we don't know yet, and Friday is TGIF Happy Hour, Happy Half Hour. All right, so today's quote.
It could be WTFT. What? No, Thursdays.
All right.
A little aggressive.
Fungus Thursday.
Oh.
Well, tomorrow I think I do have a good fungus story. So today's Seize the Day, thank you, Rachel, is from Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Oh, that guy. Very, very wordy.
Yes.
He was very prescriptive.
Look at the size of this one. It's a lot.
He'd love to tell you what to do. I was like, Ralph, could you just get out there and do it rather than telling me in these long, lyrical blah blahs what I should be doing?
I can tell already that you're not going to like this.
Well, I might like it.
For Ralph Waldo.
No, some people really. Well, Rachel, don't take it personally that I'm being a bit hard on Ralph. Maybe by the time we get to the end of it, my Ralph meter's here. Go for it, Jerry. We'll see what my Ralph meter does.
First, I'm
going to low.
First, I'm going to read this. First, I'm going to read this. First, I'm going to read this the way that I think it should be read, and then I'm going to interpret it the way that you think that Ralph Waldo Emerson talks to people.
Okay.
All right.
I'm ready.
Finish each day and be done with it. You've done what you could. Don't do that, please. I'm going to start over because I did not care for that.
It just seemed patronizing. All right. Okay.
Finish each day and be done with it. You've done what you could. Some blunders and absurdities no doubt crept in. Forget them as soon as you can. Tomorrow is a new day. You shall begin it serenely and with too high a spirit to be encumbered with your old nonsense. That's how I think it should be read. Now I'm going to read it the way that you think, well, Ralph Waldo Emerson intended it.
Yep.
All right?
Yep.
Finish each day and be done with it. You've done what you could. Some blunders and absurdities no doubt crept in. Forget them as soon as you can. Tomorrow is a new day. You shall begin in serenity and with too high a spirit to be encumbered with old nonsense.
That's how I like my Ralph Waldo Emerson.
There's your...
Okay, we did it, guys.
RWE.
We did it. Cameleers.
All right. Love you all. See you tomorrow. Don't give up. There'll be plenty of time to give up later. And if you're Ralph Waldo Emerson, my apologies.
Oh, I wasn't. Was I too rude?
No, you weren't.
Yeah.
Don't be ridiculous.
He's
Ralph Waldo
dead.
Emerson is
He's
dead.
dead. Yeah,
Yes.
well, I know that. I know
but,
that.
I don't want him.
I did him in an American literature class. I've really
I don't
tried
want
to
him horning
assimilate.
in on-
I've done American history classes and literature and all kinds of stuff, guys. Just so you know.
I don't want Ralph to horn in on Carl Reiner. R.I.P. Carl Reiner.
I'm gonna just a little lean for the end.
We'll
Not
see you all
too
tomorrow.
heavy, just a light little lean. Yeah, just a light little lean. How's that, darling?
Don't give up.